Hi, I'm Mark. This is my August review for Taurus Sun sign and Taurus rising. We start the month with the Sun in the 4th house of the home, making a hard aspect to Uranus in your 1st house and sign of Taurus. Uranus has been there for some time. It's the planet of change. So it may be that there are some changes to be made around the home. It could be some sudden disruption, something that makes you decide you want to change your course. Maybe you want to move, maybe you're in the middle of decorating and you have to make some adjustments. The other thing that's happening at the beginning of the month is that Venus, the planet of desire, is in your 2nd house of finances, and it makes an aspect to the North Node. This could be a good sign because the North Node is our way forward. So there could be something that happens or something you hear about that will improve your financial position later on, or it could be that something you've always set your heart on becomes available. 1st of August also sees Mercury active. It's in your 3rd house communication, but it opposes the Pluto-Saturn conjunction. Pluto-Mercury is often a sign of misfed information or propaganda. So there could be a discovery made, something that you've been fed or told by authority figures that you discover isn't true at all. And this may lead you to change your views on things, your beliefs. On the 3rd, Mars in your 12th house forms a square to Jupiter in the 9th. Now, Mars doesn't operate well in the 12th house. It's a direct energy planet, and the 12th house brings things down below the surface. So it's hard for Mars to function properly. This could mean that you internalise anger. If people upset you or annoy you, you could internalise that. The thing is to express yourself assertively without getting angry. Now, with the square to Jupiter, it's very difficult to manage your time because Mars is not functioning correctly again. Also, it can mean that you can be, unfortunately, a little bit hypocritical. So be careful that you are true to your actions and your beliefs. Mars in the 12th house is also a sign of working undercover or behind the scenes. It may be that you have a project that you're working on. The time to reveal this will be when Mars moves into the 1st house later on in the year. Mars-Jupiter is also a bit of a quandary, whereas beliefs and your ideals are compromised. The 12th house is related strongly to the unconscious mind. So it may be that unconsciously you are doing things according to your beliefs, but not actually believing that it's right. So this is a time to sort out what you believe is right and what you believe is wrong, and act accordingly. On the 5th, Mercury moves into the 4th house to join the Sun in Leo. The two together then form a trine aspect to Mars in the 12th. Now this will free up some of that Mars energy you have hidden away in the 12th there. Mars and the Sun work well together. The Sun is like your king, your powerhouse. Mars is like the knight that serves him. So the Sun will draw off some of that Mars energy, and it's a good time to put some of that energy in and around the home. Good time to do DIY, get those jobs done that need doing. On the 12th, Mars has a very difficult aspect to Pluto to contend with. Mars-Pluto energy is explosive. You need to concentrate. Lack of concentration can lead to accidents, so just beware. Then, on the 17th, Mars and the Sun make positive aspects to the nodes. Now there is a North Node and a South Node. The North Node is our way forward, the South Node is where we come from. Now the good thing is, for Taurus, the nodes are across the 2nd and 8th houses. Now these are the money houses. 2nd house is the money that you have, the 8th house is the money that other people have. So there could be an event, There could be something that happens, there could be something that you learn that will affect your finances. Now if you follow the North Node, it will be in a positive way. North Node activities are unknown, they're new to us, they're not familiar. South Node activities come from the past, so they are familiar, they're like deja vu, or I've been here before. So if an opportunity arises during this time, it's the North Node you need to follow. This could bring you benefit, maybe not now, but in the future. The new moon in Leo on the 19th is an ideal opportunity to start any new projects. Bearing in mind what you may have learned from the exchange with the nodes on the 17th, and knowing that in a few days the Sun and Mercury are going to move into Virgo, your fellow Earth sign. Virgo is practical, hands-on. The 5th house is your house of creativity, so it's an ideal opportunity to put something into place. Something that you will enjoy doing, that's hands-on but also creative. On the 24th, Mars has its third and final square, this time with Saturn. Now Mars-Saturn energy is very different from the Mars-Pluto. Mars wants to push forward, Saturn wants to limit, to control. So this makes it very difficult. Anyone who has this aspect in their natal chart will know it's like trying to drive a car with the handbrake on. It just doesn't work. So this is a time where you need to step back, analyse things, but not to push forward, because you'll come up against a brick wall. Leave it for a couple of days, let things settle, and then push on. It's a temporary hold up, a temporary blockage. On the 24th, Mercury makes a positive aspect to Uranus in the 1st house. This is an ideal opportunity to think about and discuss all the changes that have been going on, where you're going with things, and planning for the future. On the 27th, Mercury makes another positive attitude to Jupiter in the 9th house. This again is an opportunity to think about things, think about your beliefs, think about your education, think about holidays, plan things for the future. Then, towards the end of the month, Venus becomes active. She has already moved from your 2nd house into the 3rd house of Cancer, so has become more emotional. On the 29th, she forms a square aspect to Mars in the 12th, so your desires will be strong and they will demand action. 2 days later, she forms an opposition to Pluto, and Pluto will intensify those desires, almost to a point of obsession. So be careful. To finish the month, Mercury makes an opposition to Neptune, which will greatly enhance your creativity. Neptune is a very creative planet. Mercury in the 5th house is very creative. Tap in and make the most of that. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe or add a comment. Hope to see you again soon.